And it's Show's turn. Mr. Doctor out in New York, acting like he's fucking cool and shit. Just kidding, man. Chris Johnson, Demarius Thomas, great keepers. Johnson, I think, is going to have a really big year this year. His O line looks like he's finally blocking. I think Sean Green was probably the best thing that happened to him because it's going back to the Lindell White, Thomas or Johnson years where they had both of them together, and that's when he ran his best, is when he got some breathers on the sideline. So I think that's going to be good. Julio Jones, once again, another really good wide receiver. Your wide receivers look really good. I really like Miles Austin as your third, where you got him especially. So I like the value that you have there at the wide receiver position. You have Monty Ball as your second starting running back. Man, you're putting a lot of value on the rookies this year with Eddie Lacy on the bench, but I think you're going to be okay as far as it, because you got some depth. You got Fred Jackson, who's still going to be okay, especially if C.J. Spiller goes down. Then you're going to be looking really good as far as running back goes. Now, Colin Kaepernick, we were all wondering where he's going to go, who's going to get him. Another guy that can run. Can he do what he did last year and become a super valuable quarterback? I mean, he only played from week 10 on, and he was a 26th ranked QB. That's not bad, passing up some guys. But the thing is that you're probably not going to get 300-yard games out of him. You're probably not going to get too many 100-yard rushing games. So the 5-point bonus isn't going to be there. But the rushing yards, as long as he can get 250 yards passing and 50 yards rushing, you got your 5-point bonus anyway. So we'll see how he works out. I think he's going to be good, but I don't think that he's going to be as good as people are expecting him to be. So we'll see what happens. Jermichael Finley, the biggest detriment to every single fantasy team for the last 3 years. He's just underperformed, but it's contract year. So that means he'll probably actually play well. I think that Aaron Rodgers is going to like looking his way a little bit more. He kind of came on last year at the end of the year a little bit more, so hopefully that can continue on. And once again, on the bench, you got Mendenhall, you got Eddie Lacy, and you got Fred Jackson. I love the running back depth that you went. You knew that Monty Ball was not a sure thing, and you went to make sure you fulfilled that. Lance Moore, he just does work, and with Devery Henderson being gone, I think he'll get a little bit more work. The question is that will some of those rookies like Nick Toon kind of take into some of his catches, and that could definitely be a possibility. But that dude just always performs. Drew Brees likes to look his way, so that's really nice. Ryan Broyles is a PPR guy that I really, really like. The problem is that he's had 2 knee surgeries, and you really don't know how long they're going to hold up. So we'll see what happens there. But I like the Martellus Bennett pick because of what I said about Finley. And you picked up Percy Harvin after the draft, so I'm not going to comment on him. But Matt Schaub is not a bad backup quarterback. But with a guy like Colin Kaepernick, I probably would have pulled the trigger a little bit earlier than Schaub. But overall, man, it's another really good team. I love the running back situation with the depth that you have there. Wide receiver is definitely your strong suit. And if Colin Kaepernick does what we are thinking he's going to do or what people hope he's going to do, then you're going to be a very tough team to beat. I'm going to give you an A- on this one. Like I said, it's everybody's really bunched in there, minus Stewart. But that's what happens when you trade away your entire draft picks for third place. But that being said, A- for you, buddy. And hopefully it turns into an A+ with Colin Kaepernick playing the way he is.